This program has been made possible in part by a grant from the National Educational Telecommunications Association and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Welcome to a show about things you can see without going far, and a lot of them are free. If you thought there was nothing in the old heartland, you ought to hit the blacktop with these fools in a van. Look out, they're driving hard, checking out art in their own backyard. Randy does the steering so he won't hurl. Mike's got the map, such a man of the world. That's Don with the camera, kinda heavy on the shoulder. And that giant ball of tape, it's a world record holder. Look out, they're driving hard, checking out art in their own backyard. Look out, they're driving hard, checking out the world in their own backyard. Checking out the world in their own backyard.
We could get confused a lot more easily, right? Because in the mountains and stuff.
Dear TV Mailbag, should this worry me? Hi, Don the Camera Guy here, once again propelled across the back roads of America in the back of a cramped minivan with two guys who apparently don't have a clue.
Okay, a couple wrong turns, but they only cost us a couple hours.
61 miles out of our way on that turnpike turn problem, but oops.
See, next thing you know, we're doing a detour because one of them liked the name.
Muleshoe Fertilizer, Muleshoe State Bank, Muleshoe Body Shop, Muleshoe Pork. I didn't promise it was going to be anything great. I just said it was kind of on the way.
I hope this show's gonna get better.
Say what you will about the West Texas heat, but the light's pretty good for showing off the ball. You know, it's got more fans than we do.
This Muleshoe also makes much of being Lee Horsley's hometown, which brings up the inevitable question.
Hey, who is Lee Horsley?
If you know, then more power to you. I'm just glad we're back on track towards New Mexico. Now, I am familiar with Mr. the Kid, but apparently real and authentic won't be enough to get us to stop. Unlike certain natural phenomena suddenly looming large on the starboard side.
Good. Oh. Sorry, Doc.
It's not in here. I don't know.
What is it that's not in there?
This, all this. I guess it's just...
The Great Salt Lakes.
Okay, Mr. Smart Guy, what does that mean?
Well, it means the water all dried up and left a lot of salt behind. Look at it. Look at my feet. Look at just crunch the ground. Just.
This is exciting footage.
Tell you what all this salt is saying to me, food. Not only do these two producers work my shoulder halfway across my back, they also forget to feed me.
Is that someone burning our dinner up ahead?
See, now I'm starting to get obsessed.
Faster than the speeding locomotive.
Take Mountain Air, where we're headed. I'm told it was once known as the pinto bean capital of the world. It was here that Clem Pop Schaefer made good money selling land. But it's the things he made for himself, his critters, and the place he made them, Rancho Bonito, that we've come to see. Notice how impressed the hired help seems to be.
No, what's wrong with this picture? No.
Welcome.
Ixnay.
He's probably seen our show.
The colors that you see, at one time Pop owned a farm implement business. And being the resourceful person that he was, he used up everything. So the colors, all the different colors of paints were Alice Chalmer orange, Ford blue, and then there was an International Harvester color, and so those are the
green.
Yes, John Deere green. Those were the colors that he used. If somebody will give me a hand, we'll move that old cast iron sink away from the front of the barn.
Yeah, Mike will help you.
Yeah,
The cameraman with his sore shoulder.
TV weasel. That's a typical weasel act right there. You just witnessed one.
I recognized it as such. This was a barn. This was a working barn. I think you can see some of the Southwestern influence in his work. Now I have a lot of questions about the swastika. However, this is the traditional Indian rolling logs. So these two guys on the door are the milkmaids.
Happy milking.
Very happy
milking.
about that.
This is something else.
This is a little gym. See the flowers on the corners?
If I'm not mistaken, that's a big bass.
Yes, a fish, and down here you see an animal, and there are two matching little animals. There are coyotes on either side of the doorway.
Yeah.
A chicken or a fowl of some kind up on top. A lot of this stone came from, as they were laying the railroads down here, they ran into a lot of this frothy looking stone. And of course, Pop was there for his share.
The Martha Stewart of his day.
Yes, he was.
Martha Stewart's name can never appear on our show. No, I'll cut that out.
He was very, very prolific. What his mind set out to do, he apparently could do that quite easily. He was an observer, and he made something of just about everything he saw. He made a lot of what people call Pop's critters. And these were made from tree roots as they were clearing the bean fields in the 30s and 40s. Two very fine examples of his critters are these guys. He's used the burl of the wood in a very imaginative way, and he's found faces in them. I think that that people simply did not see him as an artist, probably because he did not present himself as an artist. I think he was just fooling around and just seeing what he could make. And I've been asked if what his overall vision was, and my answer to that is I don't know. I'm not sure he had a vision.
But I do, and it's chock full of eating and sleeping, both of which they swear Pop Schaefer is going to help with too. More on that in the morning. Huevos Rancheros heading our way. Thanks in large part to the fact that Pop didn't just work out at Rancho Bonito. He and Mom in particular also ran the city's only hotel, still standing and still done up in its most original way.
One time I thought it was all Native American symbols because he had spent a lot of time up in northern part of the United States, and if you look along the ceiling you can see the totem pole concept. But there's also symbols up here that are not Indian at all, like the gentleman in the suit over here. That's probably a caricature of Pop Schaefer. That's beaver board, and he painted them on the ground and then hung them. It wasn't like Michelangelo laying on his back. The lamps, he handcrafted those. We're not sure what kind of animal it is up there.
What's your favorite part these days as you look around? Do you have a favorite?
I like the wall. Yeah, the wall outside.
Pretty cool that the gate still functions, right?
Yeah, it works very nicely.
Until you run into a cameraman on your way in. Was it a purely decorative fence, or was it to keep you out?
Yeah, I think it was just a decoration. You know, keeping people out wouldn't have been a good idea for a business.
Okay, see, that's why I'm not running. That's why I'm not doing retail.
Yeah, that's why we're not in retail.
Those are poisonous, and they get under the skin and cause a serious infection.
Almost instantly. A fighting rabbit?
Yeah, that's the killer rabbit that ravaged the countryside here for so many years.
Good thing the Pop got it down, because there probably aren't too many actual photographs, right? Do you have any sense that he was telling a history, or is it?
I've looked at it and I've tried to figure out if there's maybe a story in here or something, but I don't think so. I think he had an image with the rocks he had in his hand, and he just put it together.
Did all this rock come from around here?
Yeah, this is all local rock structure stuff. Indigenous
Name a few
rock.
here. Name a few. Yeah.
And this here is a image of a rock, if you notice.
Uh-oh.
I'll get the bags, Mr. Mason. I'll get the bags.
Now, with all due respect to Pop's wonderfully wacky world, here's something that's really rare. A TV weasel actually sharing his part of the burden.
See anything there you like?
Oh, yeah. Give me the wheat back. That one's first.
That's the one with the silverware.
Put her on up. Oh, you didn't. Gotta get it over the ledge.
Maybe it's that mountain air, because we are starting to make our ascent. But all of a sudden, Mike's showing a flair for manual labor. and it looks good on them.
It's an event when I scrub a window.
Anyway, being gassed and clean glassed has apparently left these two in a mood for some reflection.
You gotta have money to be yuppie scum, so we really don't qualify.
These windy Sandia mountain roads can be an attraction in themselves, but nothing, I am assured, compared to what awaits in this sprawling complex they call Tinkertown.
Oh, it's really fun, and I really liked looking around and pushing the buttons and all that.
That's all I do is push buttons.
For years, Ross Ward and his wife Carla worked for the circus, painting signs and traveling with the Big Top. When they finally settled here, they set out to build the kind of homemade attraction they'd want to see.
I got into this thing with the bottle walls. It started off with one section and then another section, and now there's like 150,000 bottles sitting here. Pretty much recycling in a pretty good way, you know.
What year did this begin?
1940, that's when I was born. It's been going ever since.
He'll have these ideas and he'll just start making elaborate columns, and the next thing I know, it's connected to something else, and it's connected to something else. And so he's crafted it all up in his mind.
The vision. Yes, you have to.
Are there visions?
Yes, yeah. There's all kinds of visions all over the place, and most of the visions that any of us ever have, we never do anything with them. You know, they're usually we put them all in the vision box and then forget about them. Are you guys music lovers, I hope? Most of this stuff is made so it looks like somebody made it back in the 20s or something, or like back in, you know, just a long time ago. These old goofs and these old goofs, I say, like myself, who sits there and whittles and makes all this stuff. So what you've got here is a little trip to the Ozarks, right here in the middle of Sandia Park, you know. This is the main building as far as the Tinkertown thing with the Western Town, and then this is the first of it, and then there's a couple more buildings too. So you got a little ways to go here.
Whoa. Now, is this one you made, Ross, or was this acquired or a combination thereof?
No, I pretty much built the whole thing. And this is sort of a metaphysical room. If you think about it, the God and the angel are battling back and forth for who's theirs. And over on the other side here, we have 100 wedding couples in progress.
This is the Big Top, and it's how Ross would love to have every circus look.
Those are the ends of movie theaters. This is the lovely chime, the low quietude of the Scottsdale wind chimes. I just sort of put things together a little different than a lot of people do. I think some days I feel like I've been trained to be a SEAL or something, but you know, we all wind up doing something. We all have some kind of a project or a job or something, and that's pretty much how I fell into this.
Can you fix this splinter?
Sure.
Cut her out for me, will
Now,
you?
see, Charles Kuralt, he wouldn't have done that.
That's right. You
Yes, sir, boys. Western doctor.
This man made this whole place. He can fix your splinter.
You got it.
Who's out of there, boys?
That's pretty full service. That's a pretty full service attraction you got here, Ross.
That's great, buddy.
That's good.
Ross likes to say he built all this while you were watching TV, or in our case, while we were making it.
We will see you.
See ya.
And since I'm really the one doing most of the work, I'd like to think we're done doing it for the day. But this being the legendary Turquoise Trail, it's not unlikely there's something up around the next corner they'll think I should shoot. Good thing I've done the research.
It's a quaint little former mining town that's coming alive with restaurants, arts, crafts, and pretty damn good coffee. Woo!
That ought to keep 'em off my back, at least until tomorrow.
Wow, we've downgraded our vehicle.
What happened to the ball?
Man, he had a terrible night's sleep, that ball did.
Looks more like romance from here. And I guess if hearts are to be broken, Santa Fe's a lovely place for putting them back together. you've got all this old adobe and the hustle and bustle down on the plaza, which we pass right by on our way to the outskirts of town. Now, normally we don't frequent the kind of place where staff is much more than an infection, but for this, we'll make an exception. After all, these roperos and retablos are truly something to see. Ramon Jose Lopez is a modern-day santero, saluting the saints in unorthodox ways. Things in this wing come and go, but the museum's pride and joy is a permanent fixture. It's a collection, make that one man's collection of folk art from around the world.
The name of this exhibit is Multiple Visions, A Common Bond, and I think that Alexander Girard wanted people to see the connections between cultures.
Stuff. This guy had a lot of toys.
Yes, there are 106,000 pieces, and he had intended to have this as the centerpiece of the wing, and indeed it is central and huge, but he wanted people to be able to see the church from any point in this wing, and as you see, he didn't quite reach that goal because he had so much. This is one of the favorite scenes of adults and children alike, international heaven and hell. And you have all of these angelic figures above, and then down below, the denizens of the underworld.
But man, they are denizens.
No kidding.
Yeah, but I'm not sure but what they might be having a better time.
It does look like a bit of a party, but you know, I don't see a post office, so I won't be able to write you, Randy, when you get there. I'm sorry.
Mr. Girard, in putting together these sets and scenes, was quite eclectic. He would bring together whatever he thought fit or that would jar his imagination, and he would put it together for other people. This table setting, he's put together from all over the world, and he even has dog toys in the scene, and this huge cockroach in the corner. So he rewards you for looking closely. It's not meant to be a place where it's reverent and quiet. People are pulling people aside and saying, look over here, or perfect strangers will be talking about what they see. And I think the vision and the creativity of many of the artists here, but you also see the visionary way in which this man helped to put together this exhibit.
Yes, art is a big deal in Santa Fe. You can hardly swing a dead dillo down here without hitting a gallery. Though finding a parking place is another story. So you can imagine the excitement when Randy gradually got us into this one. And speaking of miracles, being so close, how could we say no to Chimayo? Not just a pepper, it's also a shrine. Seems thousands of solace seekers, now including a sore-shouldered camera guy, have flocked to this small church to test the healing powers of the dirt. Though I'm not sure this is how it's supposed to be applied.
This was my last green shirt.
Don't ask how, but suddenly I feel revived. Ready even for that long-awaited game of catch in the crisp New Mexico air.
Good.
Or not, because once again we're running late and I'm crammed back in the Chrysler, trying in vain to show you the beauty of the countryside from this crowded back seat.
Wow.
These are some steep rocks.
Pretty scenery alert that of course you can't see.
From what I can discern, we're heading north towards Taos. Not the town itself, more like a curious community that's being developed just outside it. They call these Star Wars-style structures Earthship homes, where real estate meets recycling.
Doesn't Dennis Hopper live around here? Dennis!
All of the buildings make their own electricity from wind and sun, collect their own water from snow, melt, and rain, and eat up their own sewage and turn it into bananas and grapes and flowers. We're using the water 4 times.
Right.
You wash dishes in it, you water plants with it, then you flush the toilet with it, and then you go outside and do landscaping outside with it, and by then it's all gone. These little walls, and they're all made with cans, and the main structural walls of all the buildings are made with automobile tires with earth beat into them, so thermal mass. We've been doing it for 30 years, so it's like slow evolution. I mean, we have actually been working on this stuff for 30 years.
Ecologically speaking, all this makes so much sense that, of course, there are all sorts of laws in place to make it difficult. Frustrating enough that those Earthship guys have no doubt felt at times like jumping off a cliff. And perhaps all too conveniently, there's a great example just down the road. You know, suddenly I'm thinking very deep thoughts. At this rate, I'll soon be in another state altogether. I guess timing is everything in this grassroots art business. The boys swear that not long ago there were lots of cool things stacked behind this fence. But now there's just the fence. Meaning Trinidad's main points of interest look to be charming old brick streets and sex changes.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yes, thanks to a very busy doctor, this has become the nation's busiest place for having your gender bent.
The ball looked a little nervous this morning.
If a ball had its sex change operation, what would it be? That's kind of zen, isn't it?
Well, secure in our manhood and happy to see that Lady Liberty still is Lady Liberty, we rolled on to the scenic highway of 12 legends, though I only spotted one. All these aspens do make for a scenic drive up to the San Isabel Forest. Now, forests usually are known for their trees, but this time it's something man-made that goes on our list of all-time jaw-droppers. Would you believe a 16-story castle, complete with towers and turrets, a ballroom in the middle, and a fire-breathing dragon out front? Jim Bishop's been building it, despite the occasional governmental distraction, stone by stone, all alone since 1969.
It's not flat, it's not square, it's not plumb. The apex of the roof line is crooked as a dog's hind leg. One side of the roof is concave, the other side is convex. But when you bolt it all up, it's tight like a drum. 29 years from bedrock up with no machinery. Cable and pulley pickup truck, no cranes. I handle each rock on average of 6 times before they get to that point, like one ant building an ant pile. This is my regional health care policy. This is my gymnasium. I believe this is the biggest weightlifting trophy in the world. Arnold Schwarzenegger don't have one this big, and I don't use any anabolic steroids. I have a God-given sense of balance, my own balance, a balance in building, and a balance in living. I'm on a drug the government can't control. It's called adrenaline.
I gotta believe there's a blueprint somewhere.
Only up here. Nothing on paper. If you look through, you'll see daylight out the other side. Cobwebs and daylight. Hi, folks. Look all around. Help yourself.
Well, yeah, I've had men come in here and say, stand right underneath it and look up there and, nope, nope, nope. And I'll stand up and I say, nope, what? And they said, well, I'm this engineer, I'm this contractor, I'm this, you know, and then they'd say, and this ain't gonna hold up. And I says, if it's not gonna hold up, what are you doing standing underneath it?
Are you a trained stone person?
No, I learned, my dad taught me the metals. When I quit school, I quit high school and went to work with him in the wrought iron shop in Pueblo.
So the highest point will be the highest point?
That is the highest point, and nothing will get higher than that strobe. These other towers will go taller, but not as, that's about 160. There'll be a bunch of fireplaces where people can grill hamburgers and cook. When they cook their hamburgers, I'll make a whole bank of branding irons on cables. Where can any kid go and burn it with a branding iron? The elevator will come up here, 3 flights of hydraulic elevator, wrought iron and glass. Wrought iron because that's what I do for a living. Like this staircase here, freestanding staircases with no pipe. Look at these arches, these buttresses intersecting in roof trusses there and on through. You could set an Abrams M1A1 tank, let it down easy, without dropping it, and that would hold a tank in arches. There's a rock from Crazy Horse in South Dakota, Canyon de Chelly, Grand Tetons.
Now you climb around on this scaffolding?
That's how I built it.
Jeez, don't go out there for us now. I believe you. I take your word for it.
This is 112 steps to the top.
I'm coming. I'm a little slow because I'm a little slow.
It's a chimney, a medieval castle fire-breathing dragon chimney.
Yeah.
I says it's the discarded stainless steel hospital trays from the local hospital. It's an art form. I have the right to express myself in art.
I have stood on the edge and held on to the spines, but I have not stood on the dragon. I am maybe a fool, but I'm not an idiot. Or how does that go? I'm an idiot, but not a fool?
Me neither.
Me neither. I'm not touching either one.
This drives the little ladies and mothers nuts, this place. The kids take off of this, and the mothers are, oh my God, he didn't do it, and their kids are all up at the top, you know.
Mike, does your mom know you're up here? Where's Randy? I don't see Randy anywhere.
Big wuss. If it's like that car sick deal, we should be glad he's keeping his cookies earthbound. Besides, like Jim says, you should only go as far as you feel comfortable. And, oh well, one weasel lighter, this is Don the Camera Guy, signing off.
This is a great place to dance. Damn right, they have a lot of fun up here too. I'll bet. How you doing, Daryl? Good. The Dancing Castle Builder.
This program has been made possible in part by a grant from the National Educational Telecommunications Association and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.